Florida are disturbing. There's something wrong with young people in Florida, especially the west coast of Florida. Their eyes are a little close together. There's something off. I'm just saying it's true. Many of them were very fat, and now they're very thin, and now they're very fat again. They oscillate. And I don't mean like 20 pounds. I mean, and then thin, and then big like a puffer fish. Something is wrong with young people in that part of the world. You're not supposed to be 22 living in a retirement community on the west coast of Florida. Florida young people exist for one reason and for one reason only, and that is to die. That is, every young person in Florida is supposed to die tragically and quickly. It's supposed to be a terrible thing. And when they discuss you, they say that. They go, terrible story. Terrible thing happened. Well, they were kids. They were kids at the high school, and they got on the pickup truck, and there was one of them that was kind of, and they were pulling him in a shopping cart. Well, here's what happened to him. It's always a nightmare. It's always something you didn't even know could happen to someone. You don't even know, and he was skinned alive, and he was still running as a skeleton. It's always like a Final Destination horror movie. What happens to young people in Florida? And there's no escaping bizarre causes of death in Florida. The Sunshine State is the lightning strike capital and the shark bite capital. We have hurricanes, tornadoes, sinkholes, rabid raccoons. The whole thing's a nightmare. And also, here's what they're forgetting. By the way, I love the Orlando Sentinel trying to make it all seem natural. What about the meth? I went and I looked at a condo in Miami the other day. It was by this bridge. This bridge, I forget the name.
Are you kidding me, bro?
This is the bridge, and I said it when I went to look at the condo. I said, is this the bridge where the guy on bath salts ate the other guy's face? And the realtor had to say it was. It was. Yeah, right. This is the bridge. There it is. What is that, the Biscayne Bridge? What is it? Well, anyway, one guy ate another guy's face on bath salts, and he was a zombie. He was eating another guy. What I mean to say is that we wish everyone in Florida well, and we hope that they recover from this. Yet this is the thing. You got to take with the good with the bad with Florida. Florida is the end. It is the place you go to leave this physical universe, and it's a portal. Watched in horror, Florida man arrested after a diver was fatally entangled in boat propeller. This is the type of stuff that happens. We're not trying to make light of it, but it's tough down there. That's why you got to get in and get out if you're smart. If you're smart in Florida, you get in and you get out. Now, I love Florida. I could live in Florida. I could be that guy. I could descend. I could do it.
Why didn't he just take that?
I could do all of that stuff. But the reason that I can't is because I know that I will just end up being, strangled to death by a python at a Wawa. It won't even be dignified. It won't even be cool. It'll be like the worst of all worlds. A family claims that a Florida doctor removed the wrong organ during an operation. This is recent. Yeah. So you got to take the good with the bad down there is all I'm saying. But if you, like Rahm Emanuel said, never let a good crisis go to waste. Never let a good hurricane go to waste. You are now absolved. Like when you go to church and the priest absolves you, you are absolved. Quit your job. Get a bunch of government benefits and take some time to find yourself. And we know how that works in Florida. That works real well. What is going on in this presidential election? We're all tied up, basically. It looks like Trump has the advantage in Pennsylvania, which would deliver him the election. The vice presidential debate is the night that my show comes out on Netflix. Tim Walz versus J.D. Vance. No one cares. It's not going to hurt us. We're worried about, no one's watching that, number one. And even if they do, they'll still watch my thing. We're worried about Love is Blind. Love is Blind is coming in. They're coming in hard. They're coming in hard now. So I'm not worried about J.D. Vance and Tim Walz. I was at a dinner party at Whitney Cummings' house the other night, and I want to give credit to Eric Weinstein there, who's being very interesting guy. Me and Eric, of course, have had our history, but I was sitting with him because, everyone at Whitney's parties is mentally unwell. Usually, and I don't say that for effect. These are sick people. Sia was there, lovely Sia, who's dressed like a nun and screaming, and Bert Kreischer and myself, and obviously Andrew Huberman, who's great. But everybody's, Sia, right. She's very talented, right.